Welcome to the Everything Podcast, and in this episode, I'm going to be recapping Clarksons from Season 4, Episode 5, I believe it titled Endgaming, which was originally released on the 30th of May 2025, and I'm recording this episode only a few months later on the 21st of August 2025. This Clarksons farm, I must have mentioned in the previous episode, is one of your suggestions. That's why I'm recapping. It's not something that I would have chosen to recap, unlike all of the other shows and How I Met Your Mother, which I'm doing at the moment. But before my recap, here is the Clarksons Farm Season 4 trailer.
I want to make it plain that I am absolutely thrilled to bits for Caleb. But he has left me just a little bit in the lurch. Please, come on. It's freezing cold and soaking wet. Come on. I've got to be honest, I'm having a tottering time. While Caleb's away, I'm going to need a hand. You've seen Clarksons Farm?
Yeah.
Yeah, have you?
No.
I'm on. Someone to help me. She's brilliant.
Should I trim your eyebrows?
What's the matter with my eyebrows?
Are you kidding?
I'm on.
That's so tiny. What should we call it?
Richard Howe. You know you're in the show. Oh, what a brilliant idea. Gonna buy a pub. What? Well, give me a drink. No, I've got to be honest. When I first looked round, that hadn't fallen down.
Oh, man! The only thing that would help this shithole is a wrecking ball.
So they drilled holes from cubicle to cubicle.
I don't think that was to improve ventilation.
Yeah.
Top of the old thing and then the old thing on wall again, pal.
Yeah. Pigs have clitorises. I didn't know that.
Jesus. Yeah, he can't find it either. I can see it.
I want to get it open by the August bank holiday.
Fucking hell.
The carvery is now open.
Power cut, fans are dead, no gas. Lunch service is a bus, basically.
Son of a bitch! No, wait!
Oh, fuck that. Why is it going at 100 miles an hour?
Stop the tractor!
I think we get rid of Harvey Swinestein.
Harvey Swinestein.
Him?
So the
Oh,
scientist,
come
it's
on.
a scientist.
Actor.
It's a scientist.
Give me a goddamn drink.
You've been at school, haven't you? You've been learning how to be a dog. Come here. And heel.
Oh!
Oh.
That was a trailer for Clarksons Farm Season 4. What was I going to say? Yeah. And I'm showing you that because right now I am starting my recap of Clarksons Farm Season 4, Episode 5, if I've got the numbers right, titled Endgaming. So we start off with the Clarksons Farm title sequence. Jeremy reveals it is currently the middle of May. Jeremy mentions his pub dream and Winston Churchill. Jeremy reveals the issues with some pubs he wants to buy. Jeremy does multiple things on the farm. Jeremy attempts to understand something about a vehicle. Jeremy mentions winter and summer. Jeremy mentions Caleb and long grass. Jeremy, Caleb and Lisa drop off the cows at their new home. Caleb helps Jeremy park. Caleb explains why different animals like different lengths of grass. Jeremy informs the goats that they will be attached with electric shock machines. The goats' electric shock machines are attached to them. Jeremy catches us up to speed about one of his neighbours. Jeremy and Lisa compliment this neighbour. Jeremy mentions maths and science as well as algebra. Jeremy attempts to use an app. Jeremy and Lisa reunite with Lizzie. Jeremy reveals his feelings on apps and satellites. Lizzie compliments goats. A goat showcases the electric shock system. Jeremy mentions Elon Musk. Jeremy insults Charlie. Charlie mentions Neil. Jeremy informs us who Neil is. Charlie informs Jeremy that Neil called the council and the council have agreed to remove the picnic site. Jeremy can't believe this. Charlie mentions West Oxfordshire. Jeremy believes this is fantastic news. Jeremy mentions Lisa and the cows. Jeremy and Charlie handshake. Jeremy reveals his plan regarding GS4. Jeremy mentions sheep, cows and nitrogen. Jeremy and Caleb reunite. Caleb shows Jeremy how to use the GPS for the new tractor. The new tractor drives very quickly. which we saw a bit of in that trailer. Jeremy and Caleb cause the new tractor to stop. Jeremy mentions Tesla and insults modern technology. Caleb corrects Jeremy. Caleb reminds Jeremy where his tractor is. Caleb and Charlie reunite. Jeremy mentions the name of his farm and country file, as well as the time GS4 needs to grow. Charlie mentions Ben. Jeremy reveals he's buying a bull and his plan regarding cows. Charlie reveals a bull costs between £4,000 and £5,000. Ben introduces Jeremy and Charlie to a full-grown bull. Jeremy guides this bull. Jeremy compliments this bull. Ben introduces Endgame. Jeremy compliments Endgame. Ben reveals Endgame costs £6,500. Jeremy mentions his new tractor and Caleb. Jeremy learns that Caleb made a mistake on Ben's farm. Jeremy leaves Ben and Charlie to negotiate over Endgame. Jeremy mentions burgers and steaks. Ben agrees to sell Endgame for £5,500 to Jeremy and Charlie. Jeremy mentions and compliments Richard Ham. Jeremy mentions the British government. Jeremy attempts to get Richard Ham to eat. Richard Ham escapes from his pen. Jeremy insults Richard Ham and Endgame arrives at Jeremy's farm. Jeremy introduces Lisa to Endgame. Jeremy compliments Endgame. Jeremy reveals his plan regarding Endgame. Jeremy mentions Lisa's perfume collection. Jeremy and Lisa disagree. Jeremy mentions pigs and Caleb. Jeremy insults one of Lisa's perfumes. Caleb updates Jeremy and Lisa. Jeremy agrees with Caleb. Jeremy and Lisa discuss deer horns. Lisa amuses Caleb. Caleb tests one of Jeremy's perfumes. This perfume makes Caleb cough. It's not one of Jeremy's, it's one of Lisa's perfumes, rather. This perfume makes Caleb cough. Jeremy and Charlie look through the paperwork regarding the pub Jeremy is buying. Jeremy insults Charlie. Charlie corrects Jeremy over equality. Jeremy insults surveyors. Jeremy and Alan reunite. Jeremy asks Alan a building question. Caleb corrects Jeremy over his parking. Caleb compares Jeremy to Gandalf. Endgame nearly attacks Jeremy and Caleb. Jeremy mentions Danger Pate. Jeremy and Caleb with Charlie get Endgame into a trailer. Jeremy reveals where the film crew are currently located. Jeremy, Caleb and Charlie discuss the possibility of Endgame being gay. Caleb mentions it being 2024, obviously when it was filmed. Endgame explores his new surroundings. The female cows chase Endgame. Charlie compares Endgame to a teenager. Caleb doesn't know what the Me Too movement is. Jeremy admits to not sleeping. Jeremy speaks to Piers Morgan, James Blunt, Guy Ritchie and James May. Jeremy reveals he has bought the pub. Jeremy mentions his happiness. Jeremy, Charlie and Caleb speak to multiple farmers. The multiple farmers learn what Jeremy, Charlie and Caleb want them each to do. And that is my recap of Clarksons Farm Season 4, Episode 5, titled Endgaming. Let me know what you thought of Clarksons Farm Season 4, Episode 5, titled Endgaming, if you watched it. My recap, if you didn't, you can put your thoughts on both of those in the comments below, as well as anything else from the channel, such as any previews or recaps. Put those in the comments below as well. Remember, you can also like, comment, and subscribe. And just a few things. A reminder that there are now 2 episodes of the podcast released every single day, with the first episode released at 11 a.m. GMT and the second episode released at 3 p.m. GMT. And what was the other things? Oh yes, there are now multiple formats you can enjoy the podcast in. So obviously it's always going to be on YouTube, and you can check that out on the channel, obviously. And then if you want an audio only version of the episode, I should say, with the YouTube, please try your best if you can. So please watch, because I want you to all enjoy Matthew's editing skills and animation skills as well. As kind of it's loads of stuff. Like, even when Matthew sends the episodes over, I'm impressed by what he's managed to do. It's insane. I could never ever do anything like that. So I basically go, I've recorded the episode, here you go, and then Matthew kind of transforms it and makes it a bit more bearable. But if you do want an audio only version of the podcast, that is now available. So if you go on to the podcast X page, which is Xing with the Everything podcast, click on posts, and if you scroll down, it'll say new podcast, and you're looking for Speak, and if you click on that link, you'll be able to enjoy that episode, and you might be able to find the others. I've not actually looked to see how to do it properly, but that's there as well. Without further ado, I will see you in a future episode of the podcast. See you then. Goodbye.